today we're gonna be making burgers. So first you get your meat from the place where you just were de-thawing it. About like an hour, 30 minutes just de-thaw it. So first, before we get into that, we're gonna dump the bowl. Then we're gonna dry it out and then wash it, because we're gonna use these type of bowls for dinner. Just open it. There we go. And then, so first we are gonna use that same bowl, which I don't know why we just washed, but first, wash your hands, like I just did before we started recording. Wash your hands first. And then now, we'll be putting it into this bowl. And then, how do I turn this around? Do I double tap it? I don't know. But, so I'm about to get some scissors to cut that open. Gotta cut the plastic on it. The plastic from the beef. Gotta separate the packaging. So it's like that. Then, see, I'm cutting this right now, so you guys don't see me cut. Then take it out of your packaging and put it in a clean bowl, okay? Make sure it is washed. And the beef, make sure it is thawed. Now, let me move after that, you want to get some of your spices. But before you do that, wash your hands. Soap and water. So none of your spices whenever somebody else is using them, like maybe your family or your parents, make sure that you have clean hands. So first, we're going to use some onion powder. And then some McCormick hamburger seasoning. Then, where is it? Use a little bit, just a tiny bit of ground cayenne pepper. And then this is for purely if you really want to. You can add a little bit of paprika. Onion powder, yes. And I like using, where's the garlic? Can't find it. Oh yeah, use some Louisiana Cajun. And then try to find some garlic powder, which I can't find. Oh, there it is. Garlic powder. And then, so let me separate the meat a little bit. So it's like you can make it up into balls and stuff. Just make sure it's like ground, like firm. Well, not firm, or it's like really loose, but like it can connect if you want it to. Let me wash my hands real quick. Remember, always wash your hands in between every time you touch the meat, so nobody gets salmonella. Make sure you're using hot water, not cold water. And then, so this is how it looks. This is how it looks currently. Now, what we are going to do is we're going to sprinkle. And let me get a better angle of this. Not that side. Some paprika. We're going to sprinkle just a little bit of paprika. Yeah. Some garlic powder. Some, what is this? Cajun. Some onion powder. And then some of your hamburger from McCormick, which is what I use. Then a little bit of cayenne, just a little bit. There we go. Now we're going to put the spices back so your mom don't beat your butt. Remember, always put your spices back. Always put them back. Or you will get in trouble. Now, hands are clean. I'm going to, you're supposed to put the spices and mix it with the ground beef well, okay? Mix it well. So then every part of the meat has flavor. And about use for 4 people, I'd say maybe a pound. So yeah, a pound. And then I need to see if I have any cheese. But use American cheese for the family, and then pepper jack for Dad. And then I think I'm going to need to add a little bit more cayenne. That's what it looks like. It's really like massaging. Okay, I'm going to wash my hands. And really make sure all that gets off. Because when you are washing your hands, it will be hard to get off most of the time. So you really gotta wash your hands for a minute. Use some soap. Make sure you're using warm water. Then dry off your hands. This is how the meat looks right now after I seasoned it. See? Okay. And then now we're going to get our flat top out. Make sure you get a flat top about this size. Flat top. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to bring it over to the right over here. I don't know how to turn this around, but just gonna put that right there. Then you'll see the cooking process better. Then, so you always want to have the flat top handle over here, so you can use your left hand, and then you can do that with your right hand. Then I'm going to use this spatula. Not bad. Put it in the middle, not in the middle. If you have one, try to put that right there in the middle, over there. So then, if you have raw meat on it, we always clean this. So if you have raw meat on a spatula, you don't know where to put it right there. But usually, you want to keep spatula on burgers. That's not going to work. I'll just put it over here, next to that. So let's get our, use a little bit of butter. So I'll get some butter out. Or is it over here? Okay, so there's butter over here. I'm going to turn the gas on first. Let me pause this real quick. Okay, so I just turned the gas on. I got gloves on. Well, not the gas. The gas, yes. But I haven't turned this on yet. Let's get some butter. Got a little bit of butter. So that we'll do about there. And we'll just let that go right there. Okay. So just really want to butter that part up. Then put the butter back over here. Right? Then just try to rinse your gloves off. Then right there. Now we're about to get the hamburger. So then you want to make balls of hamburger, about that big. And then get your spatula, one right there, and then just try to flatten it out. Okay, then we're about to get another one. So we're going to turn the heat down a little bit. There, right there. Okay. So right now we got about 2 on there. Let's do 2 at a time, okay? And make sure you put the meat a little closer to the fire too. Especially since you have a flat top on a stove, on a gas stove. Not every part. Not every single part of the flat top is going to be really hot. Like the center. And then people do this a lot. People like to put parchment paper on the bottom right here. If you want to, you can. But I don't really do that because then it sticks to the parchment paper. Then also, you can let it cook in its fat. You don't have to remove it. Some people do that. And then you want to make it about like as big as you can see for each patty. Then put these over close to the top more. So you still have butter on this part, right? And then we're going to get another patty or 2. I don't know. Then get that. Just really smash it. Try to make sure it don't stick. And just be careful. Okay. Just use parchment paper when you do this. Use parchment paper. So that's what I'm not doing. And it keeps sticking. Think. Once you see a little bit of crisp right there, kind of feel under the burger. Then if it's not like, it's not full, if it's like a little bit soft still, let it be there. And then just get another one. Well, it really depends how much you want to cook at a time. It depends on the flat top you got. Some people got one in the middle of their stove, and you can cook like 6, 7, maybe 7. Spatula, then flatten it out. Ow. Do not burn yourself. Try not to do that. Perfect. Hi, Kobe. No, turn it off. I'm recording.